Fire Marshal Bowman, Will Johnson's favorite member of Congress, you know, the guy that pulled the fire alarm to empty the congressional office buildings, he has the dumbest reparations plan you have ever heard. And we are going to tell you about it. Will Johnson, who is your favorite fireman?
Well, I don't necessarily, Fire Marshal Bill. Oh, your favorite fireman, Bowman, Fire Marshal Bowman. I used to watch the Saturday Night Live when it was cool. Fire Marshal Bill. Let me tell you something, son.
That guy was funny. At least this guy's crazy. Now, for those of you that don't watch our lives every week, you may not be aware. This is a real member of Congress. This is Jamaal Bowman. This is him not pulling the fire alarm and entering the congressional office buildings that he actually did and was cited by the Congress for an ethics violation, should have gone to jail for it. He broke a number of federal laws when he pulled the fire alarm to delay a vote. He's now done something even dumber than that. He has proposed, get this, a $14 trillion reparations bill for Black descendants of slavery. Now, that's double the entire federal budget in a year. I mean, this money doesn't exist. So he's got a plan, though, Fire Marshal Bowman does. His plan is that the government, this is not a joke, just print the money. Spend it into existence. So he says that would make it feasible if the government just spent the money giving it to Black people. And that would make the economy boom, he says. He actually has 9 co-sponsors of his bill. Where he found 9 idiots in that Congress to co-sign on this bill is beyond me.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't find more. Because there's a lot of them on Capitol Hill.
He said that he's going to spend this money on Black people, and part of his bill also has all people in prison being able to vote. Because, you commit a lot of murders and rapes and robberies and assaults and car theft, and you go to prison. That's exactly the well-informed voter you want voting, don't you? That's another Jamaal Bowman bill.
You know what, Barry? I guess he never took economics when he was in class or in school. And most people don't need to take an economics course to understand that if the federal government, and they're already kind of doing this for the most part already, Barry, they're just printing money with nothing to back it. The dollar is already losing its value. And if they were to actually push this through, let's just for grants, we know that it's not going to happen. OK, but let's just go for grants. So we're going to play along. Let's just say that they go ahead and do was it 14 trillion, right?
Yes, 14. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, OK, 14 trillion. Let's just say that they go ahead and do the $14 trillion and just print it up and just start dishing it out to Black people. OK, the price of milk, day one, the price of milk would cost $500 easily. $500. A water bottle that's normally what 69 cents even today, maybe $1.25, would be probably a $1.50, $150 just for that. And all the white people that are poor, like Black people, they most definitely won't be able to buy anything because it'll be completely out of their reach. This is another way of creating division in the United States of America with racism. Besides, Barry, this is Black Racist History Month. I mean, let's keep it right there, right? It is that month.
You're right. It started yesterday. Welcome to the month of Black history.
The month of Black Racist History Month. Okay, because it's all about racism for these Black people.
Well, Jamaal, or should I call him Fire Marshal?
Fire Marshal
Jamaal.
Bowman.
We should use his title. He said that his 14 trillion, the way he figured it out, goes back to 1619. And you heard me. It's 500 years ago. Okay.
I mean, come on. Yeah, no one. I mean, so when
I'm reading his notes right now. He says he figured it out that slavery started in 1619 and slaves contributed 222 trillion hours of forced labor that they should be paid for. I'm fine to pay the people that were slaves in 1619, but I don't feel so good about paying their great grandchildren today.
You know what? I saw the lieutenant governor out of, I believe it's North Carolina, black male. He made a really good point. And they're talking about reparations and black people today screaming and saying that they want reparations. You know what? Black people today, Barry, the country don't owe black people anything today. Nothing. If anything, black people today owe everything to the country, owe everything to the people that bled, sweat, cried, and died so that people like Will Johnson can sit here today and have the freedoms that I do have. We owe it to them. We owe more to them than they owe us. They don't owe us anything. The country doesn't owe us anything. It's up to Will Johnson to get out and do for himself. No one owes me anything. And this is another way of them creating victims in this country. This is another way of pushing victimhood and having black people have this. They want black people to have this impression or this viewpoint in their minds that they can never make it. They always need a handout. And they need the government to come in and just give them money. And I'm telling you, if $14 trillion, you just start handing out money to black people, they're going to go spend it on everything that they don't need. Everything that they don't need. And you know what, really quick, Barry, you know, in Canada, I saw a video, a man and I guess it's his wife. They were in a grocery store in Canada and they moved from the United States of America to Canada. I guess they wanted to get out because they were afraid that Trump was coming back, right? And they said, if you're thinking about moving to Canada, don't. And let me show you why. They show a package of chicken, $234 in Canada, a package of chicken. And there's no chicken on the planet that's a delicacy that costs that much. And it's chicken legs. I don't care what kind of season you have on them. Was it gold specks on it? I mean, was you be swallowing gold? I mean,
it must be gold because that's insane.
Yeah, and they were showing it. They were showing, one was like $200.65. One was $234, and it's just a drumsticks, maybe 10 or 12 in there. It's ridiculous, and that's what's happening in our country, and that's what they want here in America. And this is communism 101. If you
print $14 trillion of dollars out of the air, the prices are going to the moon. You won't be able to afford. Forget chicken. You won't afford it. You won't be able to afford anything.
No, absolutely nothing. Your light bill will go up. The gas bill will go up. Every single thing will go up. Everything.
And here's the simple economics lesson. Inflation is not the increase in prices. Inflation is the debasement of the currency. If you have twice as many dollars chasing the same chicken doubles. If you have 5 times as many, chicken goes up 500%.
Yeah.
So what was $1 a pound is $5 a pound. And what was $5 a pound is $25 a pound. And gas, that's $5 a gallon in some places, is $25 a gallon. Good luck, Fire Marshal Bowman, with your economic disaster. And the fact that he got 9 co-sponsors, man, there ought to be an intelligence test before you got into Congress.
Again, Barry, I'm surprised he didn't get more. I mean, because I'm pretty sure that 9 consists of the squad, and there's a whole bunch of other ones out there that have the same stupidity. I think the rest of them just don't get on board because they know how stupid it is and how stupid it will make them look to their constituents. So they were like, I'm not going to touch that one. I'm not going to get involved. But some of them, their districts that they're in, they can do whatever it is, and they will still remain. Hence, like Nancy Pelosi.
No one's running against Bowman yet. I find that amazing. I really, really do.